Welcome. This is LawHelp Australia, where we keep you informed and safe with information. Today we are discussing about international students in Australia. We are privileged to have a panel with experts. Valerie, tell me a bit about yourself.
My name is Valerie Pereira, and I've been a solicitor and a registered migration agent for over 20 years. My work involves helping a lot of international students. We help them at the department level, the tribunal level, and even litigation level. We also do a lot of other immigration work with spouse visas and work visas, but I do assist a lot of international students.
And Valerie is also the current chair of the Law Institute Migration Law section, where you also sit. And Nerada, you're a qualified teacher, and
I am.
Tell us about yourself, please.
So I've been a registered teacher for the past 10 years, and out of those 10 years I've been dedicated to IELTS training, and I specialise more specifically in the writing component.
All right. Michael Clothier, an accredited specialist in immigration law. Tell us.
Yes, I've been practicing immigration law for about 150 years now, or it feels like 150 years, but actually I think it's about 30 years. I see a lot of students and I advise a lot of students. It's one of the common areas where problems occur with visas.
Yes. So today we will focus on the issues that the international students have in Australia, their work conditions, their study conditions, and visa cancellation issues, visa rejection issues, and their intentions and the future in Australia. Just to start, statistically, I think there is about 260,000 international students in Australia. Any more statistics?
Well, I think there are 77,000
Chinese
students, Asian students. We're seeing a lot more students come in from the subcontinent, as also from Spain and the South American region in the past few years, but mainly students are from Asia, the subcontinent.
Nerada, what's your experience in relation to the student population here and their English language requirements in general?
I would have said that the Indian and Sri Lankan population were the majority, but it is changing, and recently that we have seen a lot of students from South America come through, but also Greece.
I see, right.
And where else? Germany, European students as well are coming through because of the situation in their country, and now the doors are opening more over here.
Right. We'll straight get on to the topic in relation to conditions. Michael, can you elaborate on the students when they come here? What are the restrictions they have in relation to, if there are, studies and work conditions and whatever other conditions?
There are three main ones, Dinesh. The Condition 8101, Condition 8105, they're not permitted to work more than 40 hours a fortnight during any period where their course is in session, and Condition 8202, which has three arms, I suppose. They have to remain enrolled, and they have to achieve satisfactory academic progress in their course, and they have to achieve satisfactory academic attendance in their course.
Valerie, can you elaborate on the first part of that in relation to the work part of it? Previously, we had the 20-hour work condition, 20 hours a week, but now the law slightly changed. It's now fortnightly. Can you elaborate on that and be more specific?
Yes, following the Knight report, there was a move to change the working hours for students, to have them regulated to work for 40 hours a fortnight, because previously there was a lot of litigation as well, because 20 hours per week was strictly adhered to, and if you worked, say, 19 hours one week and 20 hours in the other week, it didn't, although it was 21 hours for the second week, although it was in much of working over their 40 hours a fortnight, it was considered a breach, and there were quite a few visa cancellations.
Right.
There was quite a lot of litigation in that area as well.
So what that means is within that fortnight you could work 30 hours one week and the next week 10 hours, so that's 40 hours.
Now you can work 40 hours a
Yes.
fortnight. Previously, you had to just work 20 hours a week. Like
Yes.
even if you work 19 hours for 1 week and 21 hours in the next week,
That's
it was
a breach.
considered a breach.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now it's not. So
Now
what that
it's
means
not.
is a
They've
week
changed
if
it.
someone can work for
40
30
hours a
hours.
fortnight. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to get at is within a week, within the 40 fortnight, one can work 30 hours, and the next week, if one works just 10 hours, that's still 40.
Yes,
All right.
as long as
No
it's
breach.
40 hours, there's no breach.
All
Well,
right.
theoretically, you could work 40 hours one week and no hours the
Hours
next week.
Next week, yes.
The only problem is, of course, you have to attend lectures, 80% of your lectures. So
Yes.
that might militate against, or that might cause you problems with the other
Yes, in a different
conditions
way.
attaching. Yes.
Yes, and with regard to the enrollment, you mentioned the second second condition. Can you elaborate on that, please?
Yes, condition 8202, you have to remain enrolled in a CRICOS registered course.
Not any course.
Not any course, it must be a Commonwealth registered international course for overseas students, CRICOS. And you must not be reported by your education institution for unsatisfactory academic progress. That tends to be defined as failing at least 50% of your subjects in any academic period per semester. And the third limb of that condition 8202 is that you must attend, you must not be reported for failing to attend less than 80% of your lectures. And again, that there is a discretion in respect of all of those three conditions, because of course when you finish a course you may not be able to enrol immediately, so there's always going to be some period when you're not enrolled, and but condition 8202 doesn't actually allow for that